5 beautiful countries in the world that you would never want to visit again after knowing the truth about them. There's one country ruled by wild animals in its dense jungles, and another where local men have been known to harass female tourists. So let's find out more about these 5 countries. Number 5, Guyana. Guyana is covered almost completely by dense rainforest, making it one of the least developed areas in South America. Around 87% of its land is jungle, which means there are very few cities and limited things to do. The capital, Georgetown, is known for high crime rates and poor infrastructure, especially after dark. Visitors are often warned not to walk outside in the evening. Power cuts, unsafe streets, and a lack of public activities make travel uncomfortable. Unless someone is deeply interested in nature or jungle trekking, Guyana can feel unsafe and uneventful for most travelers. Number 4, Nauru. Nauru is one of the smallest countries on Earth, with a total area that can be seen in less than a day. Flights to and from the island are rare, meaning visitors can be stuck there for several days. The island has limited hotels, restaurants, and attractions. Once the phosphate mines closed, much of the economy declined, leaving the place quiet and empty. There are few beaches suitable for swimming, and the coral reef makes it hard to go far from shore. With almost no nightlife or activities, Nauru can feel isolating and boring for anyone expecting adventure or variety. Number 3, Guinea. Guinea in West Africa faces ongoing political instability, which can make travel unpredictable. Military checkpoints are common, and bribery from officials is often reported. Tourists are usually advised not to take photos, as locals and police can react strongly to cameras. The capital city, Conakry, often feels tense, with frequent power outages and poor road conditions. During times of unrest, security forces can be seen everywhere, and public gatherings are discouraged. For those looking for peace or sightseeing, Guinea can be stressful and restrictive due to its uncertain environment. Number 2, Chad. Chad is considered one of the most difficult countries in Africa to travel through. The country faces poverty, poor infrastructure, and frequent political tension. Roads outside the capital, N'Djamena, are often unsafe or damaged. Photography is heavily restricted, and taking pictures of people or public places can cause serious problems. Health facilities and transportation are limited, and extreme heat makes travel exhausting. Even experienced travelers describe Chad as unwelcoming, with frequent police checks and few tourist comforts. It remains a destination suited only for those ready for extreme travel conditions. Number 1, Barbados. Barbados is famous for its stunning beaches, but beyond that, there is not much variety. The island is small, and most activities revolve around the coast. Outside of resorts and beaches, there are few attractions to explore. Prices for food and hotels are also quite high compared to nearby islands. After a short stay, visitors often run out of things to do other than sunbathing. For travelers seeking culture, adventure, or nightlife, Barbados may feel repetitive and limited in experience.
Top 3 cheapest states to live in the USA. And number 1 is a budget paradise. Number 3, Oklahoma. Oklahoma is famous for some of the cheapest gas in the entire nation, often 15 to 20% below the US average. The median home price sits at just $190,000, nearly 40% less than the national norm. Rent for a 1-bedroom averages only $800, making it perfect for budget-minded renters. Even groceries are cheaper. A gallon of milk can still be found for just $3. Add in low insurance rates, and Oklahoma becomes a hidden treasure for cost-cutting families. Number 2, Arkansas. Arkansas shocks newcomers with utility bills about 25% lower than the U.S. average, thanks to cheap hydroelectric power. Median home prices hover around $180,000, far below the national line. You can buy a carton of eggs for under $2, while average rent for a 1-bedroom apartment is about $750. Daily expenses like healthcare and groceries are consistently cheaper, making Arkansas one of the most budget-friendly places to settle. Number 1, Mississippi. Mississippi takes the crown as the absolute cheapest state in America, with an overall cost of living about 15% below the national average. Median home prices sit at $165,000, and property taxes are among the lowest in the country at just 0.81%. Rent for a 1-bedroom apartment is often $700, practically half of what you'd pay in major cities. With cheap food, low housing, and minimal taxes, Mississippi is the ultimate budget paradise. The 3 U.S. cities with the most hidden underground bunkers. Number 3, Cheyenne, Wyoming. Home to over 1,500 bunkers, both private and military grade, thanks to its proximity to F.E. Warren Air Force Base, which controls 150 nuclear missile silos. Many of these bunkers are reinforced to withstand nuclear blasts, with private installations costing up to $500,000 each. The area also boasts the Greenbrier Bunker, a Cold War relic designed to protect government officials during a nuclear attack. Number 2, Denver, Colorado. Over 4,500 underground shelters in the area, designed to withstand earthquakes and nuclear attacks, with some bunkers costing up to $5 million each. Denver is a bunker haven due to its proximity to the Cheyenne Mountain Complex, a NORAD facility buried 2,000 feet under granite. Number 1, Kansas City, Missouri. Kansas City is home to over 10,000 underground bunkers, many of which were built during the Cold War to protect against nuclear threats. The Subtropolis, a massive underground business complex covering 55 million square feet, also houses secure vaults and emergency shelters. The 3 islands in the USA where no human is welcome. Number 3, Palmyra Atoll. Palmyra Atoll is banned for permanent human settlement because it's a breeding ground for invasive diseases and violent weather. With 80 inches of rain every year and swarms of disease-carrying mosquitoes, survival would be a nightmare. In World War II, the U.S. military abandoned its $100 million base here after soldiers suffered illness outbreaks and multiple plane crashes. Today, researchers only enter under special permits because the combination of rats, crabs, and unpredictable storms makes the island deadly for long-term human presence. Number 2, Navassa Island. Navassa Island is strictly off-limits because it's one of the most dangerous terrains under U.S. control. Over 95% of its surface is razor-sharp limestone, making it nearly impossible to walk without injury. On top of that, the island's surrounding waters have currents so violent they've sunk dozens of boats. Salvage estimates go into the millions of dollars. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service bans humans here entirely, with fines up to $50,000 to protect both the environment and explorers from almost certain disaster. Number 1, North Brother Island. North Brother Island in New York is closed to humans because its soil and buildings are literally contaminated with deadly history. It was once home to a quarantine hospital where thousands from smallpox and tuberculosis, diseases still traceable in the ruins. The 1904 General Slocum disaster, where over 1,000 people drowned right off its shores, left behind toxins and wreckage that remain in the riverbed. New York spends more than $2 million a year keeping people out, since disturbing the island risks both human health and the fragile bird sanctuary it now supports.
Photos taken at the perfect moment. First, a diver took a selfie underwater, and just as he snapped the photo, a shark appeared right behind him, even seeming to smile for the camera. Second, a man noticed that the color of a tree trunk perfectly matched his shirt, so he took a photo and created the perfect illusion of a tree man. Third, a woman photographed her cat drinking water, and the reflection in the glass lined up perfectly with the cat's nose, creating a hilarious effect. Fourth, something similar happened with 2 police officers, but this time, a horse appeared smiling in the background, making the photo absolutely hilarious. Fifth, a woman was searching the house for her dog until she realized he was lying on a blanket with a bear print, blending in perfectly. Sixth, a gymnast was photographed mid-performance while all the judges were distracted looking down, a moment as perfect as it was ironic. Seventh, a man took a selfie, and right behind him, his dog looked like it was balancing on his shoulder, the kind of illusion that only happens once. Eighth, and this building appears to have various staircases, but it's just the sun's shadow.
Countries where women marry for money. Watch before you fall in love. Russia, beauty is power. Women say it's better to cry in a Lamborghini than smile on a bicycle. Ukraine. They runs one of the world's biggest bride industries, where marriage is just another business deal. Japan, luxury marriages and compensated dating make wealth the new romance language. Nigeria. Here, love often starts after your wallet gets verified. Dubai. Some women fly in for relationships that come with designer bags and rent paid up front.
This boy was happily carrying his ice cream when suddenly it fell to the ground. He picked it up but didn't feel like eating it anymore. A little later, while he was sitting and resting, a bird pooped straight on him. S.H. Oct, he jumped up and ran. As he took out his phone while walking, all the money in his pocket fell out, and he didn't even notice. A little ahead, when he realized his money was missing, he panicked. Then he saw a mosque and walked toward it. Meanwhile, a poor man picked up the fallen money. And the craziest part, right where the boy had been sitting earlier, a huge tree suddenly fell. And even the ice cream he was eating, someone had picked it up and handed it back to him moments before.